Hey folks, David Hubbell here. It's Saturday, November 21st, and it's been another wonderful week of mirliton weather here in Mobile. This upcoming Thursday is Thanksgiving Day, and on many tables across South Louisiana and the Gulf Coast, you'll find shrimp and mirliton dressing on the menu. In this episode, I'm going to cover some of the many mirliton dishes I've made over the last 10 years, so stay tuned. It's the 13th week of the 2020 fall mirliton season, and if you're interested in following along on the progress of my 10-year-old Boudreaux Robert vine, do me a favor and click that subscribe button below and click that bell so you'll be alerted to upcoming videos when they come out. Mirliton are still going strong here. Weather's been pretty good. It's been dry, but I really haven't done any extra watering. I did give it a little liquid Miracle Grow the other day just to kind of give it a boost. Now what I'm starting to see here is a resurgence in this past week of the male flowers. And I do have one or two female flowers as well. The weather pattern around here in the Gulf Coast has been that we don't typically see a freeze in Mobile until really about the first week of December. So that gives me about 3 weeks before I can expect to start getting anything that might cause some damage to the vine. So you can see we got more male flowers there. So as you can see, the vine is really still doing pretty good. It's really still thriving and doing well. So far I've picked about, it'll be 85 by the end of this week. You can see we've got some more female flowers there, and even a small one that's growing. So things are still doing well. Like I said, I think it's a little bit of a resurgence, and I really fully expect to keep producing mirlitons until December, although I think I'm over the hump as far as major production. So we got this nice one here, and this other one, which I obviously, like I explained before, the seed's starting to drop. So I think I'm going to pick this one and use it to start another plant. You can see we have some more flowering here. And of course we still have the mirliton and the oranges, which I'll be trying those out in about the next week or so. And as you can see underneath, we still have plenty of them poking through. Just kind of letting those go here. The back end of what we saw earlier. It's pretty when they're all hanging down like that. Well folks, I also decided I was going to show you a week-to-week update on these little sprouts. So if you'll remember, last week or 2 weeks ago I put these up underneath, and you can see this has gotten to be almost 2.5 inches now, this one sprout. So it's doing beautifully. I'm keeping it in the brown paper bag, loosely wrapped, and it's up underneath in a cool, dark place. This other one's gotten a little bit better this week. Just a slight little nub, but it's still progressing pretty well. And then the one I did in the newspaper is also doing as well, as you can see there. So I actually have several more of these that I've started, and so I'm going to watch and check these over the next couple of weeks just to let you know. But this is what you should see about 1.5 to 2 weeks in once it sprouts. Once it gets probably about closer to, actually I could probably in the next week or so plant these in a pot, and I've got a video already on that, so I may not reproduce that and may just start showing it to you, but I'll be putting these in a pot to overwinter probably in 2 weeks, maybe the second week of December. That way I'll know I've got a good start and have a backup for the next year, as well as if I don't need it, I can sell it to somebody who is in need of a mirliton. Well folks, some of the dishes I've made over the years are things like shrimp and mirliton casserole. Make this every Christmas, it's delicious. Or you can stuff them. This is mirliton stuffed with ham. Or a more traditional way is crab and shrimp stuffed mirliton. You can also make mirliton bread, kind of like a banana bread. And you can see this next upcoming inside, very delicious and moist. And another big favorite of mine is cream of mirliton soup. This is a Chef John Folse recipe. And mirlitons make perfect pickles. I do this once every couple of years. Great in Bloody Marys or just as an appetizer to serve when folks are coming over. And this is a new one I just made the other day. Mirliton au gratin. Definitely a new family favorite. Lots of cheese. Well, there you go folks. I hope this video gave you some idea of some of the many different mirliton dishes that you can make. It's just the tip of the iceberg. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And also, if you know of anybody who would find it interesting, please share it with them. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, please click that red button below and click that bell. So if you're interested in finding out more in-depth information on growing mirliton, check out Dr. Lance Hill's mirliton.org website, mirliton.org, or my Facebook page, Mirliton Man of Mobile. Also, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below, or send them to me at rpcajun2r@gmail.com. I appreciate it, and I'll see you next week.